I'm just, do you guys as activists, do you like practice or do you role play the scenarios? Because I notice you're very, there's a performance quality to the language that you guys use, and you seem like you're prepared for a lot of it. So I'm wondering if you guys ever do that. Do you ever, like, does one of you put on a cop hat and like...
There's no one putting on like cop hats and pretending that they're, you know, arresting anyone yet. But it's a great question because you saw my Live for Your Dance arrest where I'm like yelling up at the cop while my hands are behind me. And it looks awful and people are screaming at the police. It's a really bad scene. And I don't want to collectivize too much, but if you'll excuse this for a moment, we came together and said like, bad job, like everyone failed. Can we do better? How do we do better? And 5 days later is when Give Peace a Chance happened. And it was because, in my opinion, it was because I had talked with others about how to do civil disobedience successfully and to like be mindful of the cameras and like, you know, that was a show, that was an act, that was like a demonstration. Give Peace a Chance was. The Live for Your Dance was like a train wreck, you know. We only got one song into the dance party, no one got to dance, the police ruined the whole thing, people were shouting, and that was not, you know, that was not the model. And then, you know, so yeah, it was really helpful to be able to talk to a group of other people, look back at old videos, like people that I worship, like Lauren Canario, who has done some awesome civil disobedience where, you know, she stands and does like plank, you know, the YouTube sensation of planking where people will stand straight as a board. And she's doing that while they're trying to like force her into a cop car and, you know, they're having a horrible time with it. But it's a great visual for people to see like, oh my gosh, these young strapping men just treating an old woman that way? How dare they? So it's like important to be mindful of the camera and how this is going to look later when people watch it. I saw you. Wait, well, I'm sorry. I saw
I was up earlier.
This hand earlier, and then I'll go to you. Is that okay? Or did I answer your question already?
No, I have basically the question is just as you've been inspired by videos that you've seen before you moved here, those people watching your DVD and being inspired by you, what sort of advice do you have for the activists that moves here with your activism in mind, and how they should proceed to do it successfully?
So I wouldn't say, you know, all right. There is no like definite right or wrong, first of all, and it would be my preference that these people are strictly peaceful, that they refrain from foul language. You know, I even regret calling the cop. I think I called him a jerk, which was like, I know, it's really bad, but Dave Ridley, who was one of the huge inspiration for why I came to Keene because of his videos. He was filming people civilly disobeying. He called me out on calling the cop a jerk, and that hurt. I was like, you know, you're right, Dave, sorry, I shouldn't have done that. Like, it makes me look like the bad guy here, and it makes me look like maybe I should be on the ground below this man. And so it's really important to keep the moral high ground. Be a good person, like always be in the right. If you can, I mean, obviously everyone's human, but just like do the best you can, at least while the cameras are on.
So my question is, you had said earlier that you're not sure if your actions have actually changed anything or not in terms of their policies. And so my question is, yeah. If you're not sure if it's changed anything, what motivates you to be civilly disobedient?
Because their policies don't matter. It's your actions that matter. So that's it. I mean, it doesn't matter if their policies haven't changed. If like, in my mind, it would be better to have 500 people disobeying a bad law than to have the government say like, oh, okay, we'll change the law. Like, it's better that people are acting on their own conscience and their own hearts, and at least in my opinion, than for people to just follow the law when the law changes. Like, you know what's right, do what's right. You know, you don't need people in bureaucratic seats telling you, okay, now you have permission to do the right thing. Like, don't wait for that permission.
Gentleman in the black shirt had a question.
Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't see you.
I noticed you were recording them, but they were also recording you. And there was video up there, people being dragged into the elevator. That was obviously security cameras. So how were you able to secure those videos? Did you do a 91A or something? Was it something for your own defense?
Yeah, that video, I don't know who, I did not file the 91A for that, at least not that I remember. I don't know, was anyone in the room?
No,
Tally.
it was security.
Yeah, Jason Tally.
The security
They
camera
used
footage.
91A to get it.
Yes, it was a 91A that was used.
This security camera footage for Jason's trial, that was discovery.
Yeah, that wasn't 91A, it was Discovery.
Ah, thank you for the correction. Okay, so the question was 91A used to receive the court footage? No, it was part of discovery for Jason Tally's trial. Hey, Roger Bear.